What's going on, you guys? Mr. Allen here with a couple of weird questions here involving polynomials. We have what is the leading term of each polynomial and what is the constant term of each polynomial here. So should I just go right for it and just multiply these things out? That seems like a lot of work. All right, and as much as I love a lot of work, like Rihanna, right? If I can avoid a lot of work, I'm going to do that. And check this out, we can, okay? So if I'm looking for the leading term, okay, the leading term is going to be my highest degree term. How am I going to get that, okay? I'm going to have all of my x's that are multiplied together to get my highest degree. That's going to be the first term. So I'd have 3x. This is squared here, so it would be 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 1. So that's going to be like 3x times this x right here times that 6x. When all is said and done, everything's multiplied out. That's how I'm going to get my leading term. So we got 3 times 3 is 9, times 6 is 54. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4 x's, x to the fourth. That is my leading term of this polynomial. I didn't need to multiply it all out, combine like terms, do a whole bit, right? I could just look at that there and look at all of my x's, okay? That's how I get my leading term. So let's use the same idea here for my constants, okay? Let's do a different color for it as well. So I'd have, let's see here, this one's going to be 3x plus 1 times 3x plus 1. So it's the 1 times negative 5 times negative 2. All four of those numbers multiplied together will give me my final constant term, like the guy at the very end, right? So 1 times 1 is 1, times negative 5 is negative 5, times negative 2 is 10. 10 would be my constant here. Nice. You can even see that too if I were to plug in 0 for x, right? Because that would give me my y-intercept, which is always my last term when it's written in standard form. I'd have 1 times negative 5 times negative 2. Okay? Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. Let's do the next one. Now that you know what the heck's going on with this kind of question, you could pause it, try it, see if you get the right answer, right? But I'm going to do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Okay. So, leading term. I got this negative, so I'm going to pop that down. I got a 2x. Beautiful. I've got an x squared, so that's going to be like x times x. You could also just write x squared if you want. I wrote it out, both of them there, so I decided to do that again. If I have a coefficient, sometimes it's helpful to write it out twice. All right, then I got 3x, and then I've got x. It's just all my first terms. Just be careful when you have something squared or cubed or whatever that you write it twice or 3 times. So now we know this is going to be negative. Okay, we've got 2 times 3, that's 6. I deal with my numbers first, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So x to the 5th. There is my leading term of this polynomial. Nice. Now, let's get after our constant. All right, we've got ourselves a, I guess I'll jump down here now. It got kind of long there. All right, we got our negative 1, or negative out in front, right? Then I got my 1 right there. I've got a negative 1 that's happening twice. I've got a 2, and I've got a negative 4. And we can multiply all this out. So I got, let's do the negatives first, right? A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 negatives. That's going to be positive overall. So I don't have to worry about it anymore, okay? It's just going to be positive. So you got 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 2 times 4. That's going to give me 8 for my constant right there. So definitely a wise idea when it gets like a lot to deal with the negatives, deal with the numbers, make your life a little easier, compartmentalize, if you will, in the math land there to solve that problem. So there we go. Leading term, constant, 2 great multiple choice or free response questions that are going to test to see, do you know how to ease the workload in a situation like this and just look for those key things there without doing all the work. Could you imagine multiplying that all out? Ugh, awful. Awfully fun, yes, but awful. All right. Have a great day, guys.